Well, one little change for us this morning will be the clouds that we have coming in. This is going to lead to what you might think is a cloudy sky for the majority of the day, but we already have this first dry slot starting to work its way through, so this is what's going to happen nearly the entire day. This cloud base slowly getting eaten away, but still giving us at least some fair weather clouds to have in the sky. Now that has also led to a bit of a split off towards the west. We do have the low 50s, Spencer, Sioux City, Council Bluffs, even Crescent, Lamoni in the 50s. Des Moines Airport's at 50, but another site around here has us at 46. So that's our split line. It's a little further west, but ultimately we still have this cooler air off towards the east. But as we just showed you, there is that frost advisory to our northeast. So having Decorah down to 41 and Mason City down to 42 falls right in line with anything of that nature. Dew points are very dry though. So with us having the dry dew point, while that does make for that comfortable fall-like feeling, we're going to have a fairly windy setup this afternoon. We're already seeing everybody record at least a 3 to 10 mile per hour wind, with areas like Spencer showing that 13 mile per hour wind. So dry air, strong wind. We're starting to see that fire hazard slowly start to creep back in. The good news is we're not looking at a long-lasting one, as we're going to have plenty of rain chances coming our direction. But that won't be the case through the bus stop. We've got sunshine. We do have a cooler start. The wind this afternoon would be the main factor, if there was one at all. Looking at around 70 between 2 and 4 p.m., with us still having some room to move up. So this is going to be a look that we see a lot of in the next 10 to 14 days. We'll have one boundary pass through, maybe not giving us a lot of hope for rainfall, but we will see that early on Friday. And then again, once we get into Sunday, this is what will send our temperatures up for the start of the week. Cold front moves in behind it. Doesn't have a lot of strength, but it has enough to gather up a good solid rain chance for us that sticks around from Monday through nearly Tuesday. And as that front passes, the backside of it starts forming that weak stationary to almost warm front boundary again. That will start moving northward, be our next chance of rainfall. So that means a lot of pressure changes coming our direction. We won't see drastic changes, but all the joints and things are going to start to flare up with this constant frontal boundary passing. That also means our wind direction will change nearly 2 or 3 times every 36 hours. So for today, it's a windy afternoon, but we still get to the low 70s. This is back above average. Otherwise, it's still fairly mild. And of course, we've got a predominantly sunny setup. Now, good day to walk the dogs. Sadie, she wants to be your gift. She wants a good walk from you. 3-year-old terrier out at the main location for the Animal Rescue League. Nothing but green paws for today. She's in the Christmas spirit, maybe a little bit early. We'll let her get away with it this time. All right, this weekend, we do have a bit of an up and down. We're in the mid-60s Saturday, bouncing back to the 70s for Sunday and Monday, back down to the low 60s again Tuesday. This is that constant frontal passage I was talking about, but Tuesday and Wednesday bring us the absolute best chances to see any kind of rainfall spread out. And there isn't much of a stabilization once that passes, but we are at least staying cooler for next weekend. Joseph.
All right, Chase, thanks. Here's a look at traffic this morning.